one word for last night's game. Exposed. Islanders lose 3-0 to the Toronto Maple Leafs at Scotiabank last night. This was a game that some would say was straight up unacceptable. Guys, we've been discussing this story since day one, and now we're at a point where it's actually hindering the team to prevent any chances of having them win a game. I've been saying it for the last few videos, and it's pretty obvious this team is having some offensive struggles. And yes, last night's game was the total exposure of that. And it wasn't all offense, it was definitely defense as well. I'll give you the defense example first. Let's talk about the Leafs' first goal in the second period. Kapanen coming up the ice, and who's back on D right now? Devon Toews and Noah Dobson. Noah Dobson's guarding Kapanen, so he's back skating. And all of a sudden, Kapanen just blows right by him. Oof, did he get beat. Yes, Kapanen absolutely gave him a welcome to the NHL deke and blew right by him. Not only did Kapanen succeed in beating Noah Dobson, but he also got the commit from Devon Toews. Yeah, that's right, Devon Toews just decided to scoot right over to him, and all of a sudden, Engvall was wide open and slot pass. Goal. It looked way too easy. The Maple Leafs just absolutely outskated him there. Kapanen's move just totally set that goal up perfectly, and Engvall was wide open in the slot. And I have to say this again, and I know we've discussed this before with Noah Dobson and him being on the NHL team, but I'm honestly not necessarily on board still. Yes, he's young, yes, he's still learning, and yes, he's very much a rookie. Did that show last night? Heck yes, it did. It's not the end of the world for Noah Dobson. He really just has to learn from his mistakes. But I'll say this, you only get so many chances in this league to prove yourself, and that was one of them. And I'm not entirely sure why Devon Toews decided to leave Engvall in the slot wide open. I don't think it was a great idea at all. I think Devon Toews played a pretty mediocre game last night. There was nothing lively from him and a lot of the other guys on the team. And that Auston Matthews goal was just, I don't know if it was really nice or just really lucky. Did he know that was going to just tip right into the top corner? I don't think so. Now, I wasn't upset yet. It's 2-0 in the second period. I'm still not upset. I'm just not upset yet because I felt the team was working hard. They were playing well. There was nothing that I saw that was killing me until we hit the third period. The amount of times in the third period I saw the Islanders attempt to get through the neutral zone was insane. And when they did get through the neutral zone, they would dump it in the corner and lose possession. Yes, they outshot the Maple Leafs. Yes, they also outhit the Maple Leafs. And yes, they even had less giveaways than the Maple Leafs. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't score. I know we had 3 shots hit the post, but that just didn't feel remotely like enough shots. And for the 6th game in the row, the power play was an absolute non-factor. And of course, you gotta give credit to Hutchinson. I gotta give it to him. He played very well, 33 saves. You know, Sheldon Keefe knew to put Hutchinson in here. Not just because he wanted to give Freddie a rest before the All-Star break, but really, I think he knew that Freddie is not as good at home as he is on the road. And then on top of that, Hutchinson has been playing well over his last 3 games. Speaking of goaltending, without Varlamov in net last night, this game would have been 5-0 easy. The amount of key saves that Varley made last night was integral to keep this team alive. And it's not like the Islanders didn't have opportunities. They had a lot of opportunities to put the puck away. You know, the team has now lost 5 of their last 10. You have to start questioning what the next move is here as far as bringing in a new player or bringing up a player from the Sound Tigers. Kiefer Bellows is the first option. What about Otto Koivula? Even Oliver Wahlstrom, I'll take him back for sure. Point is, we have to do something. Something must be done here to shake things up. Trotz changing up the lines isn't working! You can't put Ross Johnston on line 1. Something about that seems wrong. I know Ross hasn't been terrible, but not starting line good either. Yeah, some of the lines last night made no sense. You're not going to keep this chemistry if you keep changing up the offensive lines like this. It's too sporadic. So, I'm going to ask you guys, who should we bring in? Who should be brought up? What should happen here? Alright, overall, let's sum this game up. The Islanders didn't play that terrible. I know it was a 3-0 game, but look, the Islanders have been in a slump for the last couple weeks. The Toronto Maple Leafs are coming out of a slump and have a new coach. I gotta say, I am happy about one thing last night. 91 didn't score. But neither did the whole Islander team, so it really didn't matter. So tomorrow night we play the Colorado Avalanche at the Coliseum. I'll be there. But I will be walking in very concerned. Why am I concerned? Because this team looks bizarre to me right now. I expect some kind of change at the next game. I expect somebody to step up, or I expect a new player to be in the lineup. Because this no scoring business, it's not working. The Avalanche has won 4 of their last 10 games, and some of those games look pretty good. One thing you gotta be mindful of with the Avalanche is they got 3 scores that are really scary, not to mention the whole team can put the puck in the net. Really, I'm talking about Kadri, McKinnon, and Landeskog. So on that note, that's been another episode of Hockey Island. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. And although we didn't win this one, I have faith that we'll come into the Coliseum tomorrow and destroy the Avalanche. Thanks again, guys, and always remember, this is our island.